Okay, so hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, so how are you, everybody?
I'm fine.
Okay, okay, so basically today is our third day, and mainly in this online training program, I will try to discuss about the random forest, and then we also try to make a project of land use and land cover classification using the random forest, and then we also try to make the change detection map for the different time period, and also try to make the time series analysis of land use and land cover map. Okay, so let's go. So I simply start the recording session. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So hi and welcome to the land use and land cover classification with change detection with time series analysis. And okay, sorry, yes, I hope another person also join with us. That's the minute I give the access. Okay. So hello everyone, welcome. So basically today I will try to start our third day's online training program for land use and land cover classification with change detection with time series analysis. Okay, so okay, so now everyone will be join with us. So now we'll start. Okay, okay, let's go. So hi and welcome for land use and land cover classification with change detection with time series analysis using machine learning. So basically today is our third day, and today is the last class for land use and land cover classification with change detection time series analysis using the machine learning method. So today is our last class, and third class today mainly in this time I will try to discuss about the random forest, then also try to discuss how does the random forest algorithm work, then example of random forest, and then application of random forest and advantage of random forest classifier, and then random forest example in LULC. Then also try to discuss about the argument, all of the argument about the random forest classifier, and then practical example of random forest. So in this time I also try to make the land use and land cover classification map for different year, suppose year of 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, and then you can see classified the time series LULC. We can create the year of map for year of 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, all of the year we make the time series analysis, and also try to make the sense detection between the year of 2016 to 2017, 2017 to 2018, 2018 to 2019, and 2019 to 2020. What is the change? Okay, we also try to analysis in this time, and then we also make the change detection map, and then we also try to make the accuracy assessment of land use and land cover. What is the accuracy of this map? We also try to calculate this. Okay, and then we also finally we also try to add the legend on our map. Okay, so basically this is our third day course content. So I hope we will start step by step and try to discuss. So first of all, random forest. So basically random forest is a very essential machine learning method for supervised machine learning. Okay, so mainly random forest is the algorithm, machine learning and algorithm or of supervised machine learning method. And we already know about that. When you want to do any supervised machine learning model, we first all of time we need to add here the training point. Okay, so in this time we also do for the same thing. And random forest is a totally supervised machine learning algorithm, and it is the classifier that contains a number of decision tree on a various subset of the given data set and take the average to improve the predictive accuracy of that data set. So in this time we create a data set, and this data set we can create that sum of decision tree. Suppose what is the decision tree? Suppose I set a equation and then I can say it. This is I create the decision tree. Suppose binary decision tree, yes or no. And when it will be yes, then I say that this is the water, or no, then it's saying that this is the vegetation, like this. Okay. And then here you can see the forest. So mainly this forest, it builds is an assemble of decision tree. So here the lot of decision tree create. So that's why it's called the forest. And usually train the bugging method. So what is the bugging method? We also try to discuss later. And the general idea of the bugging method is that a combination of learning model increasing the overall result. So when you want to make the different types of decision tree, so we will not only for the one. Okay, so it is the combination. So when I want to create the decision tree, then I also add the different types of equation and add the different types of decision tree. Okay, suppose 3, 4, 5, all of the time. We also try to discuss later so they can understand. So just you can say that in this time, random forest is totally supervised machine learning algorithm model, and it is the classifier that contains a number of decision tree. Okay, and the decision tree is the combination of the decision trees. It's called the bagging method. Okay, let's go. In this time, how does the random forest algorithm work? So first of all, we need to add here the random forest work in the two phase. Okay, first is to create the random forest by the combining of decision tree. Okay, it depends on your training point. So how many decision tree or how many classification or how many class you want to classify, it's totally depend on your decision tree. Okay, so in this time here I write the number of n for the number of decision tree. So random forest work in a two phase. First is to create the random forest by combining number of decision tree, and second is to make the prediction for each created the first phase. And you can see, first of all, I need to select the random data point from the training set. Suppose when we will do for the land use and land cover classification map using the supervised, we need to the training point. Suppose we take the some training point for the water, we take the some training point for the vegetation, we also take the training point for the barren land, like this. Okay, so in this time we select the randomly I take the data. Suppose I take the data randomly, I take the data. So this is the first step. From my all of the data set, I randomly take the one data, and I don't know what is this. It is the barren land or vegetation or others. Second step is that build the decision tree associated with the selected data points. It's called the subset. And third step is that choose the number of decision tree that you want to build. Okay, suppose you want to need the 100 decision tree or 3 number of decision tree. Okay, you need to choose the number of decision tree, and then you repeat the step first and second, and it will be continue process. And finally, for new data points, find out the prediction of each decision tree and assign the new data points to the category that wins the majority vote. So you can see, and after all of the training point, I check what's the majority. I want to get the pixel value. If I want to get the majority for the water, then it will be water. Okay, so in this time I will give a practical example. So here you can see, then you can easily understand about the random forest algorithm. So basically random forest, here you can see the sum, you can see basically this is the data set. Okay, so here you can see there is a data set that contains a multiply fruit. Suppose you can see there are a lot of fruit. Suppose you can see pineapple, apple, and there are a lot of fruits in this box. Okay, so in this time I want this data set is given to that random forest classifier. In this time, in this data set, I want to apply the random forest classifier. Then the data set is divided into subset. Here you can see this data set into the divided the three subset. It's divided. And during the training phase, each decision tree produce a predicted result. So you can see this decision tree predict the result. This is the apple. This decision tree predict the result. This is the apple. And this decision tree predict the this result. This is the banana. Okay. So you can see is during the training phase. When I want to train my model, in this time is decision tree produce a prediction result. Okay, and when a new data point occurs, then based on the majority. So in this time here you can see between this apple, we can get the majority voting. So here you can see the majority voting is the apple. So we can say that when I want to randomly take a one fruit from this box, it can be, it create the some subset, and this subset we can say the majority we can get the apple. Okay, apple class, we can get the majority class. So that's why it can be apple. Okay, so this is the all of the things I will step by step. You can see, suppose in this time you can see just related the figure. So in this time you can see this is my data set. Okay, so this is my data set. This data set contains the lot of fruits, different types of fruit. In this data set, when I want to apply the random forest classifier, I apply the random forest classifier, then it divided, this data set is divided into subset and given to each decision tree. So here you can say I can get the total 3 decision tree, and here I can get the first result, I can get the apple, also I can get the apple, also I can get the banana, and then it depends what is my result, final output. I want to get the majority voting. So here I can get the majority decision is the apple, so I can select this is the apple. So basically random forest is the based on the majority of the result. The random forest classifier predicted the final decision according to the majority voting, or which majority is available, it selected this is the apple. And we apply the same method when you want to make the land use and land cover classification map. We apply the same method. Suppose I want to take the water or build up area, then we also apply the different decision. I create the data set from the different types of subset, and then I easily understand this is the water, or I can get the water and suppose build up area. Then I check it, I can get the majority time, I can get the majority voting of water, so then this pixel value is the water. Okay, so random forest is like work like this. Okay, in this time here you can see application of random forest. It has the lot of application in this time. So we can also use the random forest in the banking sector, mostly use this algorithm for the identification of loan risks. And medicine, it has a lot of application in the medicine. With the help of this algorithm, disease trends and risks of the disease can be identified. We can also use for the land use. We can identify the areas of similar land use by this algorithm. So mainly in this time we can simply use the application of random forest only for the land use, and we also try to identify the different types of feature. And then marketing, it also used for the marketing. So marketing trends can be identified using this algorithm. Okay, an advantage all of this in this algorithm. The first algorithm is that we can easily do using this algorithm for the performing the both classification as well as regression. Okay, so random forest is a machine learning method. We can use the method as well as we can also do for the classification, as well as we can also do for the regression. Okay, we can do both of things using this random forest classifier. Okay, it is a capable of handling large data set with high dimensionality. Okay, so this is the another benefit for using the random forest. We can easily handle the lot of data set using this machine learning method. It enhances the accuracy of the model and prevents the overfitting the issue easily. We can easily do it. Okay, so in this time I will give the another example is that random forest example on classification. When you want to use the land use and land cover classification, how it will be work. Okay, so basically suppose I take the new pixel and I don't know what is the pixel value. This pixel value is the water, or this pixel value identify the vegetation or build up area, I don't know. Okay, so when I want to take the new pixel value and I want to apply the random forest classifier, then it also created the some sub data set or sub data set. You can see it created the some sub data set like this, and you can see this is the node. Okay, then we can also get the leaf node. Okay, and also created the another subset, and also created the another subset, and then I can check it from this from this subset I can take the this pixel value is the for the vegetation. I take the for this decision tree I can get the result for the vegetation, but when I want to check the another decision tree I can get the result is the water pixel value, and when finally when I want to check this I can get also the vegetation. So according to the majority voting, here we can say that this pixel value is that vegetation. Okay, so this new pixel value is the vegetation. Okay, so basically in this time here you can see this model is the like work with like this. So first of all I take the new pixel value, then I created the some decision. Okay, so I can get the first decision, this is the vegetation, and second decision I can get the water, and finally I also get the vegetation. So then I can say that the according to the majority voting of the random forest classifier, I can say that this is the vegetation, this new pixel value is the vegetation. Okay, so basically random forest classifier is work like this. So when you want to create the data set and randomly data set and take the new pixel value, it easily identify this is the vegetation, and when we can say the majority voting, then it called the we can say that this is the vegetation. In this time here you can get the two vegetation you can see. So in this time here I can get the only for the three sub data set and then try to, but when you want to work with the land use and land cover classification and get the training point, then the lot of sub data set will be available here. Okay, and then it will be work like this the way. Okay, so I hope you can understand about the random forest example of the classification for land use and land cover. Okay, so in this time I also try to show you that you can see when you want to use this random forest classifier in our Google Earth Engine platform, so mainly we can use the this function. So basically this is the Earth Engine classifier smile random forest. Okay, and it has the lot of argument, and first argument is that you can see number of trees. So number of trees is that the number of decision trees to create. So the number of decision trees mainly it's this is the value is that we can the suggested that the random forest should have the number of trees between 64 to 128. Okay, we can use the number of trees between the 64 and 128, and then we can also check the accuracy. Okay, so we can put the value 64, then you can check what is the accuracy. You can also put the value 128 and check the value, and then you can also 64, you can between this range we can put the value, and then we can also check the accuracy. If your accuracy is the good, when I get the accuracy is the good, then I can use this decision number of decision trees and I can get the result. Okay, so in this time I also try to show you the practical example of random forest classifier for the large area, okay, of Italy, and I also try to classify the water, urban, agriculture, forest, snow, and barren spots. And basically in this time here I use the Sentinel-2 satellite imagery for the year of 2016, then 17, then 18, then 19, and then 20. Okay, and then I also try to create the land use land cover classification map using these satellite images using the random forest, as well as I also try to calculate the change detection. Okay, and previous day class we also try to complete the how we can easily calculate the area. So that's why in this time I will skip this part because we already know about that how we can easily calculate the area. Okay, so in this time I also try to discuss about this code, and then I hope we can easily understand about the random forest classifier and use the change detection. Okay, so let's go our code editor and try to discuss about this. So okay, so here I already developed this code. In this time here the lot of code, so that's why I will just showing you the code with the description so that you can easily understand, because there's a lot of code. When I write the code, then I need the lot of time, because so that's I also already write the code, and then in this time I just explain this code, and you can face any problem or any doubt about this code, then we also try to discuss, no problem. Okay, so let's go. First of all I will try to show you the output of this map. Okay, so basically in this time here we can use the Italy map and also try to calculate the difference between the different year, as well as you can see this is the LULC for year of 2020, as well as also you can see LULC for year of 2019 result, LULC year of 2018, LULC year of 2017, LULC for the 2016. Okay, we can get, and also you can see we can use here the Sentinel-2 satellite imagery for all of the year, for year of 2016, 2017, okay, 2018, 2019, 2020, 20, okay, and also using all of these satellite images, we can calculate created the all of the map and using the random forest classifier, and then we also try to created the change detection, where the map will be changed or not. We also try to calculate this, okay, and we also, you can see, we also add here the legend, all of the classification, okay. So in this time I will just explain this code, and then I also send you this practice code for your practice, and you also practice this code, then you can easily understand, okay. So let's go. So basically when I want to use this make the model, I can simply take the training point. Here you can see I can take the training point for the water body, I can take the training point for the urban, I can take the training point for the agriculture, I can take the training point for the forest, I can take the training point for the snow region and barren space sparse, okay. So in this time I take the training point, and you can see when you want to use the Sentinel-2 satellite imagery, so then we can easily identify the agriculture region, because Sentinel-2 satellite imagery is the only for the 10-meter resolution or 12-meter resolution, okay. Then we can easily identify. But when you want to use the land use and for the Landsat satellite imagery, then it's also some difficult to identify the cropland area. But in this time we can easily do it, because this is the high resolution of satellite imagery for Sentinel-2. Here I use the Sentinel-2 satellite imagery, and then we can easily identify the agricultural field also, okay. Okay, so in this time when I want to check the result, I can get the result, all of the things easily for different year. In this time here I use the random forest classifier and then try to classify it. And also you can say also try to calculate the accuracy assessment. Here I can get the random forest test accuracy 81%. So I can get the random for when I use the random forest, here I can get the accuracy is the total 81%, okay, and this accuracy is the good, okay, not bad, okay, because, and also this is the big region, so that's why I think this accuracy is the accepted accuracy we can get the using the random forest, okay. So in this time I simply discuss about this code, just opening, and this is a lot of data sets, so that's why it takes some time for the loading and adding this in here. Okay, so now I will just discuss about this code.